Hey everyone, Sean here, and today I wanted to sit down and talk about Pokemon that was, shown in Pokemon Presents, the Pokemon Direct that was taking place in August 2021, the most recent one, of course. And I mainly talked about Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, the remix for DP, and also Pokemon Legends Arceus. There's more info on that, and also more video on both of the games as well. So I just wanted to give my 2 cents on it, just laid out my thoughts since I had a reaction video that was, on the quiet side because I was reacting it early in the morning, and I have folks that were still sleeping in, so that's why I didn't want to make too much noise and all that stuff. So it was just my way of trying to be a creative about the reaction video, and I just wanted to give it a try, so that's why I did the silent reaction for this time around. It wasn't nothing like extravagant or nothing new. It was just wanting to know more of what's already existing. It wasn't like like a brand new, the last Smash character in the DLC pass or anything like that. So, but anyway, let's get into the fray of things. So my 2 cents on the whole thing. Overall, I am definitely a little more hopeful on something like Arceus Legends or Legends Arceus. I think it definitely looks better in terms of like the frame rate and such. It does look better in that department, but when it comes to the looks, it's a bit of a mixed bag for me. I do like the art style it's going for. I do like the character designs. Don't get me wrong. I do love the whole the feudal Japan theme around it. I do like the sort of ancient times that it takes place, or because this is supposed to be a prequel to the Diamond and Pearl series. So obviously, you see some of the reincarnations, or sort of the ancient ancestors of pre-existing Pokemon characters, such as Cyrus, and then the main protagonists, of course, male and female, boy or girl, whatever. So those are some of the really neat sort of references they do make in this series so far. But I think overall, I am more hopeful for the game, but at the same time, again, like, it's a bit of a mixed bag when it comes to the textures and stuff like that. They can look better, I think, but given that the game is coming out in January, there may be some hope there to really polish up the textures and stuff like that. And once that can happen, then I'm like very much set and confident in purchasing this game. But for right now, it is more towards a yes, with confidence when it comes to purchasing it. But I mean, I was gonna purchase it for the sake of reviewing it for the channel, but now I can just buy it as if I am really wanting this video game a little more. So when it comes to Legends Arceus, now directly comparing the two trailers for Legends Arceus, it is definitely night and day, at least at the very least to some degrees, because you can definitely tell by the frame rates of the two, vastly different. And of course, the newest one does have more frame rate. You can definitely see the first trailer, the Pokemon, and of course the animations were a lot choppier or slower and lower frame rate. Of course, that does come natural. So overall, it really did look like an early build of the game, and definitely this trailer definitely showed off something more towards that final product. Again, though, I am still aching a little more for like more polished textures. I'm definitely not expecting realistic textures by any means. I want to see just more polish from like the grass, for example, or the terrain, or the sort of the follicles, or like the grass and blades and stuff like that. Some of them do look a little rough. The Pokemon themselves do animate pretty well so far. I do like what they have for like the combat system so far. I mean, it's more or less the same per se, but they have the agile style and then the strong style, which I think is pretty neat. It kind of is reminiscent of Rapid Strike and Single Strike a little bit, except that it has a different approach on things, I guess you can say. Single Strike, or the single style, I guess you can say, has more power behind it, but that's at a cost of, going second or going slower on the sort of the turn rotation. So you're gonna attack less often, but the idea is that you're supposed to kill your opponent or your wherever the opponent is in one strike. So, which is very reminiscent of the single strike style. Anyway, the agile style, of course, is the idea is that you take more turns first to attack your opponent that way. So maybe more of like the support-esque moves. Maybe that maybe some of the attacks that do stack could get some use out of that, the whole thing. So I can't name attacks right on top of my head, but attacks that depend or really depend on how much use it gets out in one battle. Maybe those are the really good ones for the agile style. So I think it's a really neat concept so far when it comes to the gameplay side of things. I like the whole like sneaking around in the tall grass and throw Pokeballs at the Pokemon to capture them that way. Some of them aren't aggressive, some of them are. There's a little variety there, so I do like those parts of aspects of the gameplay as well. And again, the overall, like, I like the idea of the open world Pokemon sort of gameplay. Really, I think the biggest problem here is just the polish on certain parts of the game now. It definitely is showing off more polish when it comes to the frame rate, so it is looking like a more consistent 30 frames per second. I just hope that it can maintain that frame rate throughout most of the experience by the time the final product comes out, currently for January. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if there is a delay on Legends because again, that polish could be utilized for some of the parts in Legends. So I would definitely not mind seeing a delay of sorts for the game, a couple months or something like that. I definitely wouldn't mind. I can definitely wait. I got things to keep me busy. So, but now when it comes to Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, those are pretty obvious. There's more to it now. Definitely, you can definitely see the lighting and the shading, or just the lighting effects, I should say, and just the bloom effect, or that soft light filter, right? Definitely helps with some of the rough, jagged edges that the game does give off from the initial trailer for that. It's definitely more noticeable, and I guess has turned out for the better, I guess. But people are still questioning the art style of it, which I do understand. But overall, I think the whole point is to be reminiscing on the style that it gave off from the sort of the handheld games, the DS, 3DS, so on and so forth. But I definitely would have preferred to see full-scale models in the game rather than just seeing these chibi models, walking around in the open world side, or quote unquote open world side of things. Now, of course, when they're battling, they're full-size models, just like how it was from the handheld games. Some say it's lazy, some say it's nostalgic. At this point, at least it looks pretty good on the Switch. I'm just glad that Diamond and Pearl is still getting that love, that attention in some ways, or to some degrees. So I definitely am pleased with that fact. But definitely could have been executed at least better. But this is what we got, and I'm definitely still gonna pick it up. I am picking up Brilliant Diamond because I was a Diamond boy back in the day, and this is still my favorite generation of all the Pokemon games I've played. After that will be Ruby and Sapphire, which already had a remake of sorts on the 3DS. But seeing a Switch version of Alpha and Omega, those versions would definitely be really sweet to see. But Diamond and Pearl remakes, coming to the Switch, I'm still really happy with that fact alone. So I'm definitely going to make that purchase day one, definitely. Along with Legends Arceus, just for the sake of things. I still love Pokemon, and I still would like to give those games a chance, of course. I think Diamond and Pearl is like a no-brainer or a steal because it's already been done. But meanwhile, Legends Arceus, I will give it credit for being a little more ambitious in comparison. Trying out something new. So maybe this is a start of something really cool, and by that time, maybe the Switch Pro can come out and we can see the big polished, open world, really cool, just awesome experience that we've been really aching for a Pokemon game by that time. But for right now, it's looking better for both games, one way or the other. Again, Pokemon Legends could use some more polish in some areas, but I still will give it a chance. Day one when I making that pre-order sometime soon. Same with Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Definitely a little more confident on those two because of course it's already been done. It's a remake, of course, so it's not much of a task, I guess, to make it good. We already know it's been fun. I do like some of the mini games making their return as well, like the contests and stuff like that. Now it kind of converted into more of a rhythm game, which is kind of funny, but hey, I'll take it, I guess. So either way, Diamond and Pearl, my favorite generation, getting that attention, and it's coming to the Switch. So really do like that alone. So I'm definitely happy with that. So overall, again, I'm definitely more hopeful. So yeah. Anyways, if you want to leave any comments down below about Arceus and also Diamond and Pearl remakes, leave me down below. I'd love to check them out. Don't forget to like and subscribe because that really helps out, and I do highly appreciate it, guys. So this has been my Hawke Talks on Diamond and Pearl remakes and Legends Arceus. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao now.